2011, Somalia experienced the worst drought in 60 years. In search of access to basic food services and better livelihoods, many migrated from the places of origin to neighbouring countries such as Kenya and Ethiopia, as well as urban areas like Mogadishu, Hargeisa, Garowe and Bosaso. IOM has been providing humanitarian assistance to those vulnerable populations through providing livelihood opportunities.
The needs for assisting these drought-affected communities in Somalia is huge, and one agency cannot assist everything, but we try to prioritize in the areas that urgently needed assistance. So we targeted Mogadishu IDPs and Bosaso IDPs. In Garowe we targeted pastoralist community. In Somaliland we also targeted IDPs.
So how many families? The population 8,292 households. Yeah, in this area.
We have been implementing since March 2012. It's basically targeting the Somali affected community by the 2011 the drought, to support the drought affected communities with livelihood projects. There's a project on providing them with a cash income through Cash for Work project, and also we have provided vocational training for drought affected IDPs, especially focusing on youth and women of the IDPs.
So the main goal of the project was to increase the livelihood of vulnerable people and the communities, and also to improve their livelihoods. Also the program was addressing the burden placed on host communities in IDPs and refugees that was affecting the drought and migrating and suffering their homelands. There are specific objectives to increase the long-term income generation opportunities of 20 households, and also to improve the hygiene of Border IDP camps through waste management, through Cash for Work, and also increase the livelihood opportunities of 100 households.
Honestly speaking, feeding is like giving a man fish to feed him for a day, while investing is like teaching him how to fish for a lifetime. We do prefer to invest rather than receiving an aid. Approximately the amount of money that we received by IOM is fairly equivalent to the amount of food that provided us by the other projects, so it's better that you support us with the money rather than a food. Therefore, we, as the resident of Abdulgadir Kosar's village, requesting from IOM to continue this kind of project. This project is different from the other projects in the village because you can consume and save. The impacts and the benefits is more different, and we expect a lot from IOM.
Before IOM gave me the amount of $250, this mini shop was smaller than it is now. These items that you see and the vegetables were not included. I also opened a small cafe which was not included before. After I got the money and I bought the vegetables and basic food stuff, I got a good percentage of customers and my morale rose.
The resettlement, it has to be agreed by the government.
We had a strategic unit strategic meeting from 11 to 14 February 2013 against Somaliland, and that unit strategy was coming the livelihood department in every place, in every location like Puntland, South Central Somalia, Nairobi, project manager also coming, and also there will be the project development officer also sharing with us.
The main objectives of this meeting is to have come up with shared priorities which we are going to respond for the next for this year and the next year.
The mission is targeting our target audience, who are IDPs, who come under the category of migrant and mobile populations. So we're looking at the ones we will be covering at that time and what livelihood assistance, which is going to have sustainability.
As a result, in 2013, the Livelihood Programme will be implementing sustainable livelihood interventions targeting IDPs who are returning to villages of origin and reintegrating into host communities, drought-affected pastoral and agro-pastoral communities, returning refugees from neighbouring countries and transit area communities, migrants returning from abroad, and capacity building of the government on service delivery and DRR.